Why getting married can make you rich. A joint bank account could simplify your life. Deciding to open a joint bank account or investment account can be a wise move, and the reason is that joint accounts allow each partner to have equal access to the money, making it easier to coordinate bill payments and other expenses. If both of you can easily sustain joint expenses, you are more likely to have open communication about your finances, which is important for a successful partnership. Additionally, joint accounts allow the surviving partner to have easy access to funds in case one of you passes away. Combined incomes can lead to a better mortgage rate. Being married won't automatically qualify you for a much better mortgage, but the incomes of each spouse, credit scores, and debts must be considered. You can always do the calculations using a simple mortgage calculator. Being married gives you more flexibility, which is what you're looking for when trying to get a decent mortgage rate and/or applying for a larger loan. However, if one of you has a low credit score, it is not advisable to apply jointly. But if you choose to apply jointly, creditors generally consider the lower average FICO scores for you and your partner. If you still decide to opt for the joint mortgage, even though creditors will consider both of your incomes, two incomes are bound to be higher than one, and the larger income will also qualify you for a larger loan with even better repayment terms than you could get if you applied alone. Solid joint credit cards can help both spouses build credit, which is even more positive if one spouse has better credit than the other. Good credit spending habits will help increase the other partner's score. Your debts and joint accounts reflect in your credit history. Once you get married, your spending habits might improve as you talk more about money, joint expenses, and develop a new financial lifestyle. If you decide to open a joint credit card, the partner with the lower score will experience an increase in their credit. It is useful to have an open and honest conversation if you choose to go down this path. You need to answer questions like what limits you want to set for borrowing and spending money, and who will be responsible for making their monthly payments on time. Another option would be to make your partner an authorized user if you are already getting great rewards on an individual card instead of applying for a new card altogether. Health insurance is easier and cheaper to maintain in the 2 months following your marriage. You have the opportunity to add your spouse to your health insurance plan. This is an obvious choice in most cases, especially when one partner has excellent coverage through an employer while the other does not. Generally, insurance companies charge less for a single policy that covers two people than for separate policies. If both of you have insurance before marriage, it might be a good idea to compare plans and apply together for a better offer. You will also get much better rates on long-term care insurance as a married couple. This type of coverage is advisable to plan before you need it. Social security benefits are shared. Most married couples can claim their own social security benefits or their spouse's benefits up to 50% of the partner's quota when the time comes. In both cases, the spouses receive the same amount, and the benefits continue to arrive even after retirement or in case of disability or death. One of the partners collects the benefits of the other if they earn more or contribute more to Social Security, even if they have never personally paid into the system. Pension options improve. Married couples are allowed to share retirement income, specifically being able to inherit each other's retirement plan accounts and creating individual retirement accounts, IRAs, that increase the plan's assets. This move can add years to the tax-free or tax-deferred retirement income calendar and eliminates the amount of money couples pay in retirement account access taxes when they start withdrawing money from that account during retirement. Even if only one spouse earns an income, the other partner can open and contribute to their spousal IRA. However, this plan is not applicable to single non-workers. Car insurance premiums are influenced by many factors, and it's interesting to note that your relationship status is one of them. If you are purchasing a policy or hoping for a lower rate on an existing policy, look at what offers are available for married couples first. Research shows that married couples get better car insurance rates. It turns out that married couples pay about 11% less on their car insurance premiums compared to unmarried couples. Studies suggest that married couples have fewer accidents. It is also possible that premiums are lower due to a multi-car discount. Surprisingly, people also report an increase in car insurance premiums after changing their status to single following a divorce. You save a lot on taxes. The tax benefits of marriage tend to help both spouses, especially if one earns more than the other. The lower earning partner can be a tax shelter, keeping the couple in a lower tax bracket and saving both spouses money when it comes time to pay taxes. Couples who file jointly will generally be in a lower tax bracket compared to single filers, even when only one partner earns an income. The IRS allows couples to take advantage of a standard deduction that is double the deduction for single filers. As a bonus, spouses can leave any amount of money to their spouses in their estate plan as established by current law. The surviving spouse is exempt from having to pay an estate tax. When it comes to gift tax, unmarried people must file if they give someone, including their partner, more than $15,000 in a single year. However, married couples who are both US citizens are exempt from this rule, meaning spouses can gift each other infinite amounts of money each year. While this might seem advantageous only for people living a rich and famous lifestyle, it can be a useful tool for estate planning. Free childcare. Married couples who decide to become parents have to decide on childcare, which is not cheap. The average cost of childcare in the United States is $1,230 per child per month, according to American Progress. If you have multiple children together, this can add up very quickly, consuming a full-time salary. Couples have the option to continue being a two-income family and pay someone else to take care of the children, or decide to have one partner stay at home and raise the children. Having a stay-at-home partner saves thousands of dollars each year. Unmarried couples can still work out a similar system, but it becomes much easier once both of you commit to building your financial future together. Possibility of getting a raise. Long ago, people used to find a career and stick with it until they were finally ready to retire, but in the current world, there is not much job security, and millennials have little loyalty when it comes to keeping a job. Many employers are never sure that their young, single employees will change jobs or not. However, if you are married, it suddenly becomes much more serious. You will probably want to keep your job because you need that stability in your life to support your new family. Some bosses are known to give you a raise once you get married if they believe you will stay with the company, or a boss might suggest you apply for a better paying position. Veterans and military benefits. If someone is currently serving in the military or is a veteran, they receive certain benefits that are not available to civilians. This includes veteran discounts at many major retailers and the ability to use coupons long after their expiration date. Being a veteran means being eligible to apply for a low-interest VA loan from the US government. After getting married, the veteran's spouse can enjoy the same benefits and privileges. These couples can also save a lot on the down payment or potentially get a mortgage with no down payment at all. Child support and alimony. Regardless of whether they are married or not, biological fathers are required to pay child support, and women do not receive alimony unless they were legally married and divorced. Obviously, no one wishes for someone else's divorce, but in case it happens, it is financially beneficial for the partner receiving alimony. In most cases, the spouse receiving alimony is the wife, but there are some exceptions where husbands have received alimony from their wives. It all depends on which spouse earns more at the time of the divorce. But if both spouses signed a prenuptial agreement, this would be organized in advance if both partners desire a clean break where neither party pays alimony to the other. Discounts and benefits on college tuition. If one of the spouses works full-time for a college or university, the spouse can take advantage of a family discount on college tuition if they choose to pursue a degree. This can help you save thousands of dollars if you are looking to complete your higher education, and obviously, if you have children together, they can get a free college education and will be much less burdened by student loan debt. Shared debt. One of the financial aspects of marriage is that both spouses must share their debt once married. Depending on the individual situation, this can be a good or bad thing. any debt incurred before the marriage is the sole responsibility of that person. So, if one spouse is debt-free and the other has $100,000 in student loan debt, for example, the debt-free spouse is not responsible for paying the pre-existing debt. This is great news for the spouse with less debt. However, many couples choose to help each other with their debts because they see their finances as a joint effort. Well, that's all for today's video. I hope you found it enjoyable and useful. Let us know in the comments below if you are reaping the benefits of marriage or not. Also, if there is a topic you would like us to make a video about, let us know in the comments. We love helping you in any way we can. If you liked the video, let us know. What was your experience with the topic covered in this video? Tell us about it in the comments, we are curious to know. And if you have any doubts or questions, don't hold back. Leave a comment, even just a simple like would be perfect, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel to stay informed about upcoming releases.